What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Jesse Spec YouTube channel. Forgive me, I've been away for a month. I needed vacation. Work was really hectic, so I needed some time off and regenerate. And now we're back and full power. We're gonna head back into this YouTube game. So this video is gonna be a general update of 3 cars. First of all, the Chaser, it's finally back. It's been repaired. Enjoy the footage. It simply looks amazing. Second of all, I've sold a car. Watch the video until the end to figure out. And I've actually bought a new one as well. A little bit more on that later in the video. So without further ado, join me and let's dive right into it. All right, let's check out the Chaser. But before seeing how it looks like now, let's take a quick look at a clip that shows what actually happened to the car in a very brief manner. And by the way, for all you guys who want to check the whole story and see what actually happened to the car, make sure to check the video in the link above. Let's go.
Hello, so we arrived at my friend's paint shop today. His name's Greg. I'll show you him on the video later. So as you've seen, I've broken my Chaser. You can come closer a little bit. So what happened is I bumped into a basket full of cones at the drift circuit. So you can see here, it basically broke this part and it broke the bumper as well. This will also have some repairing to do. The crash is pretty violent.
So we're at Greg's workshop here and we're just gonna enjoy this beautiful work he did on the car. I'm so thankful to him. He is really an awesome dude and he really put so much effort in fixing the car and painting it and finding the right tint and everything. I'm over the moon for the work he did and I'm really thankful to him. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Max. Check his Instagram here. He managed to supply me, and without a second of hesitation, although these parts are rare, he helped me to find a rear bumper and the trunk and a couple of things. So big shout out to him. I really want to thank him for his help. And let's look at the car and see what's been done to it.
Okay, so you see a little bit the work that has been done. The muffler has been polished, the wheels. Greg is also, he is an enthusiast, so he is a professional body painter. By the way, I installed D-Max front fenders. He's also the guy who found the colors and everything. And so he did, and that was a surprise for me when I came in today, is actually he gave me a full ceramic treatment of the body. So it really protects the paint. So anyway, let's take a quick look at how it was fixed. So you can see the interior trims and everything have been fixed. Everything has been aligned perfectly. So we did have some panel damage. The trunk hinges as well were bent. So we had to replace the trunk, repaint it. That's my friend. So that's my friend Max, who found the trunk and the bumper for me. They were white, so we had to get them painted. And anyway, so you can see everything has been really perfectly well aligned. I'm really happy with the job that has been done by Greg. Let's take a quick look underneath. So he actually repainted the interior completely as well, but with some anti-stone chip paint. paint that was colored the same color as my car. So he really went above and beyond my expectations, and I'm really happy with the job he did. So you can see it's like really OEM style finish, and I'm so happy. It's even better than when I bought the car in Japan. It's in even better condition than back then. So I'm super stoked about that. So actually, quite a few of you guys have asked me, what is a Toyota Chaser? And where can I get a car like that? So, as the name implies, of course it's a Toyota, but it is a car that actually you can only buy in Japan. It's made for the Japanese market only. You have the Mark II that has squarer front lights and the rear is slightly different, and you have the Cresta also. All of these three cars share the same body, but there are slight differences, and the Chaser is really like the sportier version. And I really fell in love with this car because I saw that in Japan they're super popular for doing drifting and things like that, and as you all know, I love drifting a lot. So I really felt like I had to buy one. So what is really awesome about this car is you have a fully large 5-seater saloon that has absolutely loads of space, and of course we don't really give a damn about all the aesthetics, that's just a detail. But the main charm point about this car is, you can't see? You don't know? Anyway, don't worry, we'll take a further in-depth look of the engine really soon. So anyway, so you can see this car has been detailed. It has a ceramic coat on it, and it really gives a beautiful shimmer of the paint. It's really amazing all the hours he spent in polishing and detailing the car before returning it to me. Alright, so let's get into the engine bay and see why this car is so amazing. What's really special about this car is it has a Toyota 1JZ engine. So you can see I have a huge front mount intercooler in it. Greg last time gave me a surprise paint of the engine cover in the body paint color. I installed a Pexi power intake, which, by the way, if the police is watching, this one was actually legally tested and it passes noise emissions. I also have an Apexi exhaust that is also written in my car documents to prevent any trouble with the police whatsoever. So yeah, this car is really like, it looks like a huge saloon and everything, but the really important part of this car is it has a huge 2.5 liter turbo engine that is supposed to have 280 horsepower. And it's in a FR layout, so you have front engine, as you can see here, in a longitudinal position, and it's the rear wheels that are driven, so that means that it's an FR car. And here a little anecdote, this is the company slogan of my company Hanshin-imports. Basically it says in Japanese, "Anata no unten no yorokobi wa wareware no oshigoto desu," which means basically, your driving pleasure is our business. So in Greg's workshop, there's another amazing legend in there, and that would be this Honda NSX. So you can see Fred in the back here. He is really Mr. Honda. His company is called Concept Automobiles in Ria, next to Fribourg in Switzerland. And he is really probably one of the most knowledgeable people I know in Switzerland regarding Hondas. And he is rebuilding a huge machine with this NSX, so it's still work in progress. And of course, Greg is participating in it. This is really gonna be an amazing car. And by the way, the body kit that we used is absolutely out of this world. It's gonna be insane. So you can look forward to that. And Fred, let's do a review of your car once it's done, okay? What do you guys prefer, Honda NSX or Toyota Chaser? It's a bit an unfair and unrealistic comparison, but tell me what you prefer. So this is what the car looks like under the bright sunlight. It really, oh, I'm so happy. To be honest, when I chose this car in Japan, when my friend Taniguchi suggested it to me, it's really the color that made me fall in love with it. I mean, it's such a unique color, and I've hardly ever seen a color like this in Switzerland ever. So, yeah, and on top of that, of course, it's the JZX100, the Toyota Chaser I was really after, and I could take it for a few drifts in Japan, and then I decided to bring it back to Switzerland. And this car is 100% homologated for Swiss roads, and that's why it makes it even more special.
All right, we're back in the office. The Chaser is fixed. Who of you guys likes the Chaser? And who wants to see more content of it? Because I'm planning to do a lot of ECU related stuff. As you know, I have a Link ECU that's all built up and ready to go in. The car is running a Power FC at the moment, but since with my work I'm getting more and more into Link ECUs, I decided I wanted to study those a bit more, and so I've been using them quite a lot actually recently. So we're going to be doing some more Link ECU related stuff on the Chaser. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to like or comment in the comments below, just to tell me that this is a subject that you're interested in, and I'll put more effort into those as well. Also, sadly, the GT86 is the car I've decided to sell. Honestly, mixed feelings about this car. As you know, I've been using or let's say I've been working on this car since 2015 or 2016. So since the car was new basically, and it wasn't mine, it was one of my good friends' car, and he decided that he wanted to change products and he wanted to sell it. So he also did an awesome deal for me. So I decided to buy it back off him during the lockdown period. And I've done a couple of things, put it back a little bit stockish and make it a little bit more daily friendly and more cop friendly, let's say it like that. And yeah, I just realized that I actually worked too much on it, and I've done too many of these cars to actually still enjoy working on it. So I decided, anyway, I'm gonna let it go. And within actually less than 12 hours, the car was sold after I put it online. And here's the little sequence of the customers picking up the car. So that's the end of the 8.6 footage, at least of my 8.6. It's been really a fun car. As I said, I've done too much of those that I can't be bothered by doing them anymore. I need something a little bit more new, and not from a technology perspective, but something that I haven't touched yet so much. So guys, get ready, because this new car is gonna be what's gonna replace it. And can any of you guys guess what it is? Probably people who know me might actually guess it, but yeah. Anyway, so there will be some footage and mods coming for that car as well. I know many people know me as Mr. JDM, so this car might actually make some disagreements and people get upset about it, but anyway, I really wanted to own one of these, so I bought it. So there will be some more footage about that car also coming really soon, and I will do a full review and unveiling of the car, and you can tell me what you guys think about it. So without further ado, I anyway want to close this video. it's been like a little bit like a general update of all the project cars, and I have some other awesome cars that I had at the workshop actually that I worked on that I would love to show you also on the, make some short dyno videos about those cars because it's really awesome. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my videos as usual. Sorry for being a little bit absent these last times. I'm still in the race of getting the 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you feel like you like my content and you want to support me, first of all, hit the like button. Second of all, subscribe. And if you really want to help share my videos and contents or recommend people to check my channel out, I am really grateful for all of you guys who help me and that like my content. I really love serving you guys also and sharing content with you guys. It's really my way of, how do you say, within the current sanitary situation, to share my passion for cars in a safe way. So I really want to thank all of you guys for your support, and I'll be seeing you next week. Peace!